Hi, everyone, and welcome to Off the Record, the sports podcast of breaking news, hard opinion, and a little bit of gibber. I'm Andrew Webster from The Australian. I'm joined here by, seeming a bit cranky this morning, my old mate Philip Rothfield from the Daily Telegraph. What's wrong, Buzz?
Oh, Webby, I'm tired. There's how many rounds to go? 2 rounds finals. I'm limping to the line. It's been a big year.
Fire up.
And you know what? I've found you get a bit testy this time of the year.
I don't. I'm very chipper.
You know, I spoke to you yesterday and you're in the worst mood ever.
Well, let's
mate,
turn
it's
that
a
frown
long
up.
year. We've been up since February.
I know. Turn that frown upside down.
I don't work 1 column a week for The Australian.
Oh, please. Do you think that's all I write?
Hey? You do 1 column a week.
What? It's gold, though. That's the thing.
It is gold. I love your column.
I've actually written a lot more than that, but you don't even have a subscription to The Australian, so I don't think you're in a position to talk. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome to Off the Record. Coming up on the show today, I've got the shoe. Coming up on the shoe today, I've got some massive news on who the NRL Grand Final pre-match entertainment will be. We're trying to avoid the Snoop Dogg
and I'm going to
drama.
blow up about that entertainment.
Good, I think you should.
All I want is a sprint race.
Can I finish this?
Yeah.
We get into this Brandon Smith betting and drug scandal, allegedly, that's rocking rugby league to the very core of its foundations. And in our war story segment, Buzz has got a very special one for us today. He's going to talk us through the moment he papped Andrew Johns and Ricky Stuart, thanks to our late great mate, John Fordham.
One of my favourite all-time stories.
Yeah, can't wait.
Very funny.
It'd be very good. Can't wait. As always, a big shout out to our friends at Code Sports. You can get an annual subscription to Australia's best sports website for just $49. You can get the Code Sports app for just $49. Codesports.com.au/OTR is how you get the special discount.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready to go, mate.
You ready, Poppy Buzz?
Absolutely. You want my champ?
Give it to me, champ.
Tell you my champ is Alex Johnson. Got nothing to do with him on the verge of breaking Kenny Irvine's record. I saw him jump on a plane, buy round for South and head up to PNG. There was some lovely stuff of him visiting kids in hospital in Port Moresby. And then he took to the streets and went to the schools and did all these coaching clinics. He took Sean Lane with him, you know, the recently retired Parramatta Eels second row forward.
I know who he is.
And they really made a great impression there. And I'm here to say that Alex Johnston has signed with South, extended for 2 years. He'll be the first signing at PNG. He'll finish his career up there.
How old is he now?
He's 31. He'll go up there at 33. He's still playing enormous.
100%.
Yeah, so I reckon he'll be the first signing for PNG for 1 or 2 years at the back end of his career. He'll nearly be the face of the franchise there. He's huge in that part of, the world. And, yeah, good on you, Alex.
Good on you, Alex. You want to know who my champ is?
I'd love to, Webby. I wonder all week from about Saturday onward, I wonder what Webby's chump's going to be. I'm enthralled. What?
I'm ready to punch you out already.
Make it a good shot.
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't survive it. Right. You wouldn't survive it.
Right. Okay.
this got fucking gibber all over it, this podcast today. Anything quick. The Ethan Strange try. For some reason, I keep going to call him. God. I keep going to call him Heath Strange after Heath Lestrange.
Yes.
I said it on radio the other day, and I felt like an absolute gibberer more than usual. I think that's almost try of the year because of the circumstances in which it was scored. But
try of the year or try of the decade?
Of the decade. But I want to do a shout out to the Buller try just before halftime at Leichhardt on Sunday afternoon. Yeah. That was incredible. And at the game where they're celebrating 20 years since the 05 grand final victory over the Cows, I don't think it was a length of the field try. The Taylor May flick pass, Benji right in front of Benji, and then for Buller to score, that was an incredible try.
Mate, the skill level in rugby league these days and some of the quality of footy we're seeing, it is off the charts entertainment.
Off the Richter scale.
It really is. I love it. as I said, that Canberra try or that West Tigers try you're talking about, just put them on a highlight reel, forget Tina Turner advertisements, show that forever, and you'll get people rocking up to rugby league.
Tina Turner advertisements.
Oh, well, that's what they used to do, Tina Turner and everything else.
Gurus.
Yeah. Just show this action.
Who's your chump?
My chump, I'm going to give it to a very good friend of mine. I love Brent Reid.
Oh, you're going to dog your dog your colleague.
I love him
because you've never done that before.
But you know what? He is a massive, massive gibber. I sit with him every Monday night on the panel of NRL 360, and I walk off thinking I'm Gus Gould. I'm that smart just from sitting next to him.
Well, you got a head like him.
Yeah, I do. Beasting. Is that what they call Gus? Beasting head?
You know what Rabs called him once to me? He called him the human dugong.
I did that.
The old human dugong, yeah.
Reedy wants to bulldoze Leichhardt. Oh, I'm going a little bit over the top, but he doesn't understand the beauty of that sports venue.
Yeah.
And I reckon it is, I'm not talking about comfort. I'm not talking about access to bathrooms and the bar. There is no greater rugby league venue in the Southern Hemisphere or on this planet, make it, than Leichhardt Oval. That backdrop on the hill, Sunday afternoon, 4:00 kickoff, is the most pure theatre. I love it, Webby. And Reedy was on the show last night saying, oh, you know, they can't make money there. Who cares? This 50 mil they're going to get, they'll be able to put some corporate suites in there and make some money. They'll be able to put some bathrooms on the hill, make it. They'll be able to put a better canteen in there or food outlets. Mate, I love that ground, Webby.
Oh, that side on Sunday afternoon with all that hill just full of people standing up. See, I could never do it. I could never stand in a crowd like that.
You would, mate, no, just to soak it up for one.
No, I hate people.
But it's only, do you? Yeah, well,
but I'll tell you what. But it's not about me. It's about. But I'll tell you who it's about. It's about. On Saturday afternoon, I was on SEN with Scotty Sattler, and there was a young producer who was doing the paneling, and he was a Tigers fan. He was a young guy, and he was like, he was going to the footy at Leichhardt, and he just could not wait. And I thought that's superb, you know.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to love my footy like that before.
Yeah. Interesting you talk about Scotty Sattler, Andrew. Is he going to give up SEN to take on the general manager of footy?
Not sure. I probed him on air.
Yeah, did you?
And he wouldn't buy it. But I tell you what, it seems like it's about to happen.
It'd be a hard job to do both, wouldn't it?
You couldn't do both.
No, he needs 24/7 love, TLC, the Titans. Good appointment, though.
It is, and he knows he's from there. I didn't know John was the one responsible for starting him up in the first place.
He was, because when I wrote the story originally that they'd signed Ron Gibbs, which Jack Gibson gave me, which I've spoken about here before, he scared the living bejesus out of me, Webby. He rang me the next day and absolutely gave it to me, Johnny Sattler.
Did he really?
Oh, my goodness, mate, he gave it to me. So to have that bloke looking for you was not pleasant, particularly when you're a younger journo. I can still remember the phone call.
What did he say?
Oh, he just give it to me, threatened me. You know?
Good.
They did not want that story out anyway.
But that's what you do. You break them.
Well, who's your chump? Champion? Challenge. What?
Don't make me laugh today.
I'm feeling a bit warm. We might have to go for the air conditioning.
Oh, you started to sweat up.
No, I'm not
feel
sweating.
quite good in here.
Oh, do you? Well, I probably don't require this tracksuit top.
No, you don't actually. Did you see photographers?
Yeah.
We've both got plenty of mates who are photographers.
Yes.
But let's be honest, some of them
I love Greg Porteous because he's older than me.
The great Porto. But let's get fair income. Some of them can be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, why?
Oh, have you not noticed that photographers can whinge for Australia? Anyway, what did you see the photographer at the US Open? This freelance photographer has run down onto the court, like slinking down the side in the match between a guy called Benjamin Bonzi, not Button, Bonzi, and Daniil Medvedev, the Russian, who's an absolute dick. Like halfway, like after
In a rally?
not during a rally, but while Bonzi was about to surf a match point, and they made him do it again. Anyway, Medvedev lost his shit completely, and it like held up play, and it was an absolute nightmare. The way Medvedev went on was completely over the top. But this photojournalist,
you get a good picture.
He had his accreditation linked off him.
Did he?
Now he's blaming the security guard. Did you not see this? It's been a big blow up.
No, I've been too busy doing other stuff. But can I just say that is a better chump than the sex toys being hooked onto the basketball court.
Dildo gate.
Yeah, dildo.
The fluorescent green.
Why do you go
toys.
so wide for your champs and chumps?
Just to spice it up.
Do you?
Yeah, well, we can't all be. We need a bit of.
You love your American
a bit of variety,
sport, though, don't you?
I do love American sport. I love all sport.
Yeah.
Even the Wallabies.
Have you worked in America outside of Las Vegas season launches? And
I've done 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I've done 2.
I've done some NBA finals.
Have you?
Mm.
Yeah, right. You've never worked there, Webby?
I'd love to go there. I'd love to work there. I don't know if I could afford it. I covered the X Games, the Extreme Games in 2003, and I saw Kelly Slater surf at Huntington Beach.
Did you?
And interviewed him afterwards. He was great.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a States fan.
You don't like the States?
I'm not sure I'll even go to Vegas next year, Webby. I've done 2, you know.
I'm a bit the same.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, give me Europe. I'd love to go on the kangaroo tour. I love Europe.
We should get a sponsor.
And take off the record to London and Manchester and Leeds.
Oh.
Liverpool.
Oh.
I don't think London would cope with you and me.
I don't think it could handle us.
Yeah, last time I was in London with you, this is a very good story. We were over there with Todd Greenberg. This is when we went to this team. So I'd run out of underpants. No, this is a true story. So anyway, I thought I'll put them in the hotel washing. They wanted to charge $9 a pair, or £9.
It was £9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought I refused to. So I went looking for the local Lowe's. You know.
You're going to give me up here.
And I walked past his pub at 11 a.m. while I'm looking for undies. And I poked my head in the door, and there's Webby smashing pints and eating, what was that pie? Shepherd Yorkshire. What was it?
I was in London.
Yeah.
Sorry for immersing myself in the local culture.
Can you believe at undies they wanted $9 a pair?
That was the great junket where we went to the Tina Turner musical, and you were mistaken as the father of me and Todd Greenberg.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. This woman goes,
I've never ever.
This old woman goes, how lovely to see 2 sons taking their father to the theatre.
Yeah. Well, this morning I'd just finished my first coffee and a croissant.
And what was it called?
Croissant.
A croissant.
And then I walked past and I poked my head in, and you're smashing a pint. Oh, dear. That's irresponsible journalism. It is.
I don't usually drink when I'm on an away tour.
Right.
Anyway, you heard it here first. I wrote this in my column on Saturday in the Australian, but you obviously didn't read it, but I'll give it another run. Have you ever heard of Teddy Swims?
I haven't.
Well, apparently he's the pre-match entertainment.
How many Instagram followers? I should look that up.
I don't know, but he's massive.
Is he?
Well, he's kind of a big deal, but he's going to be the pre-match entertainment, American singer-songwriter. Hopefully it'd be less controversial than Snoop Dogg. What are you doing? Just Googling him?
Teddy Swims?
He's a big deal.
As in swims?
Yeah. As in Buzzy drools, Webby drinks.
Wow, Webby.
Teddy Swims. Yeah.
8.7 million followers.
Yeah, he's a big deal, as I've said.
Yeah, wow. Now. So you don't mind me using my phone to do a bit of research while we're here?
I don't mind that.
Normally you blow up when I get an emergency text message.
Oh, what? Can you please put the washing on the line?
Teddy Swims Instagram. That's all I Googled.
Teddy Swims. Isn't that bizarre?
So are you into this fellow?
I've never heard of him, but he is the pre-match entertainment.
What sort of music is it?
Oh, just sort of some pop stuff. I don't know.
What would it cost the NRL to get this fella?
Oh, he's doing a tour here in Australia at the same time.
What would it cost though?
I don't know, 4, 5? I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. I think Snoop was 5.
Well, he wouldn't be Snoop's league.
No. Hasn't that blown up for the AFL?
Yeah, well, it was my sinner.
I saw.
Yeah.
I'm sure Snoop will be
I
devastated.
just don't think it's a family-friendly choice.
He's so mainstream, it's not funny.
But I don't care.
He's very mainstream.
I am paid to have an opinion.
Oh, God.
And I don't like it.
Do you have to?
Okay.
Okay, Pauline Hanson. Let's.
But can I say, I reckon
Yes.
grand final entertainment in all codes is a waste of money.
I
I would rather put that money into bush football and ensure that our great grassroots in the country areas have some coin to run successful clubs. That's what I want.
1,000% agree. I don't go there to watch Teddy Swims or Snoop Dogg.
You know why
watch
you
their
go
games.
there? You go there hoping to see a Bullet try or a Kia Weeks try. That's why Kia Weeks try. That's why we go to the footy to watch them, to watch the football. Now, if they want some entertainment, they could pay the 10 fastest men in rugby league who aren't involved in the game, get the figures off Telstra Tracker, loan up Addo Carr and Reece Walsh and all these guys. I guarantee you it would get more eyeballs than Ted Swims.
Teddy Swims. Not Ted Swims.
It is.
Ted Bullpit.
I guarantee you.
You know the AFL, they've got Gout.
Oh, do they?
The great Gout will be appearing at halftime in their grand final, on their grand final day after he gets back from the World Champs. And his little hook and tease, I've got a big cover story on Gout in the Weekend Australian magazine this Saturday.
Do you?
Yeah, I spent a day with him at training.
Did you?
Yeah. Fascinating kid, him and his coach, Dice Shepherd.
Nice young fella?
He is a nice young fella, but he's got a bit to say. So
Really?
yeah, stay tuned.
Is he got ego? Like most of those big sprinters?
No, he's probably like this perfect amalgam of confidence and just got a really sort of fun personality.
Yeah,
I like
they've
him.
all got swagger, those sort of athletes.
He's got a bit of swagger, but he's very respectful and it's funny because he's got this 60-year-old female school coach who's as tough as nails, and she takes a bit to thaw out Di, but once you sort of crack her, she was good value.
Really?
So they're the ultimate odd couple, but it's a great little profile.
Yeah, I look forward to it, Webby.
Thank you. All right, let's get into the news of the week, and it's more the news of the day. I was just saying, you mentioned Brent Reid earlier. I spoke to Reedy last week. I said, God, it's been a boring sort of season. We haven't had any scandal, nothing sort of blown up, no news stories.
Lachlan Galvin was a fair story.
But I mean scandalous stories.
Right.
Scandalous.
Yes.
There's not been real scandal, has there?
Scandal. No, probably not. The integrity units had a reasonably soft winter.
They have.
No, you're probably right.
It's now a winter of their discontent.
Yeah, but this one's going to blow up even bigger, Webby, I think.
Well, yeah, it feels like it. So Brandon Smith has been charged by Queensland Police for allegedly unlawfully supplying a dangerous drug, cocaine, and also some illegal betting activity.
Yeah.
We're going to be very careful with what we say here legally, of course, but it's got big implications. So the Roosters have been caught up in this scandal, in particular Victor Radley. Now, it's been alleged by Queensland Police that Smith had reached out to a drug dealer to supply Radley while he was on a weekend away with other players on the Sunshine Coast. There's no suggestion that Radley has been involved in any wrongdoing, but it's a real tough one, Buzz.
It is. It's a really, really tough one. And the betting activity too, Webby.
I'm more
worried
about that, to be honest.
Yeah, so am I. What can I say? The integrity unit is still investigating, and the integrity unit are trying to sit down, and someone will fly to Queensland to sit down with police and get a better understanding of the actual facts that will go before the court in September. And as you said, we've got to stress they're allegations only, but there is talk that, or an allegation that Brandon Smith gave team information from South Sydney before a game this year to a person of interest in Queensland. So that will have to be checked, and the integrity. South insists they will not be standing Brandon down, that he deserves his day in court, that he's pleading not guilty to all this stuff. As you spoke about the golf day and the drug supply allegation, 7 Sydney Roosters players during the bye round went to the Sunshine Coast, had a few days away. Victor Radley is then alleged to have contacted Brandon Smith, and and it all
you
blew
try
up
to help
from,
your mate out, allegedly, and look what happens.
Yeah, and these things, when police bail Brandon Smith up at the airport and grab his phone, and
Well, everyone was bashing up the police,
yeah,
saying that they were grandstanding and trying to make an example of him. Well, we can see there's a bit more to it.
Yeah. But I'm really strong in these cases, Webby, that these guys do deserve their day in court. I hope that it doesn't turn out as serious as it possibly could. And, it's a real pain in the backside for the Roosters, because Nick Politis was on record in the Sunday Telegraph earlier this year that if any Sydney Rooster takes any sort of drug, like
Well, he
cocaine,
said cocaine.
He'll tear their contract up.
But you know as well as I do what that was all about, Nick saying that.
No.
That was a crack at South.
You think so?
Because of the Latrell situation last year.
Yeah, right.
And the white powdery substance. And he made a real point of that. And
Well,
even photos
he's gonna have to
of players,
Yeah.
in the vicinity over the top of a white substance.
Yeah.
So Nick's in a tough position here if he's going to stick to his word.
Webby, there's no suggestion whatsoever that Victor Radley even got the drugs. There's something obviously happened on the phone.
Of course.
But, so I don't know what's going to come out of it. And we're just here speculating now.
I'm not speculating at all. What I'm saying is...
Well, we're looking at potential outcomes and whether Nick Politis will stand by his word and sack any player that's using recreational drugs.
But that's the situation he might find himself in.
Yes,
Nick.
Possibly, yeah.
Should South stand Brandon Smith down?
I think they should. I think they should. Because of the seriousness of the allegations.
They're digging in. They were digging in as of last night. I'm sure you've had the same conversations that I've had with South people, and they're saying that he's going to plead not guilty, so there's no way they're going to stand him down.
Well,
Andrew Abdo might step in and make take that decision out of their hands.
This is really an NRL matter now, not a South Sydney matter, in that Souths do not have the connections to sit down with Queensland police and lawyers, where the NRL Integrity Unit, this is their area of expertise, and they do have intelligence people, on their staff who do have connections in law enforcement areas, and that's how I think it'll play out. And if there's any, if the charges and the fact sheet when Brandon eventually goes to court, the NRL will then have to weigh up and, about their no-fault stand-down rules and interpretations and all sorts of things. So, yeah.
It's a tough one. Look, I couldn't care less.
We looked at the Telegraph at the cafe, front page, page 4, page 5. We're about to go into the best final series ever, and this shit all over the front page,
Yeah, but
it's very damaging, Webby.
It is. Look, personally, I could not care how much cocaine players put up their nose. It doesn't worry me whatsoever. But as a punter, I do worry about the integrity of having a bet.
Yeah, no, but when you say that, but
that's me personally. I know people have a different view on drugs.
When you sign up to play professional sport, rugby league, AFL, soccer, rugby union, whatever, there are huge restrictions around using recreational drugs.
That's
why you get the big bucks.
100%.
So I know as well as you do what a massive problem it is in society, and the people the same age as footballers, lawyers, everyone,
reporters.
Yeah. I've told my story before when I got spun out on.
Oh, when you got on the old
hoochie or whatever they call it, on a bong.
And playing the old Powerade saxophone.
Yeah. And
it spun you out for 3 months.
Yeah, for 3 weeks. Don't beat it up. And I've never gone back there since. Yeah. Anyway, Desi Hasler.
Every time I think about you being stoned, I can't handle it. It just wigs me out. Old Cheech and Chong over there. Righto, Des. Man, do you like how I'm drinking a green juice today?
Yeah.
Mm.
Need more than green juice.
I'm an athlete. Des Hasler out, Josh Hannay in at the Titans. So apparently, you know what? Let's give Des a little rap here. Des is apparently known for yonks that he was going, but still worked harder than anyone else in that club right to the end.
Do you really reckon he knew he was gone?
I think he did.
Yeah. I spoke to him this morning. He was pretty disappointed.
Was he?
Yeah. I'd like the Gold Coast Titans.
Did he suggest he was blindsided?
I didn't suggest he was blindsided. He was just disappointed the way it had finished up.
But he's known for weeks, hasn't he?
No. Look, he was called in yesterday with Dennis White, the chief executive, and Rebecca Frizzell and Steve Mitchell, the CEO, and told, they're going in a new direction. He thinks that was the first time he really knew that. I speak to him every week. He's a friend, and, he kept telling me he was going to soldier on. But that might have been what he publicly wanted out there. I was going to say the Gold Coast need to take a bit of responsibility themselves. NRL 360 last night, I said they've had 4 coaches in 8 years with Hannay. It's actually 5 with Hannay. Neil Henry, Garth Brennan, Justin Holbrook, Des Hasler, and now Josh Hannay in 8 years, Webby.
Yeah.
Now, who made these decisions to hire all these people who've proven not to have worked out?
Mm.
It's time management, had a bit of a look themselves. Well, and as you said, great move to bring Josh Hannay in.
Oh,
Great move to bring Josh Hannay in, and great move really to bring Scott Sattler in.
And the Frizzells have got full ownership of the club now. Yes. So it's now or never, isn't it?
Yeah. The story I want to drop here is Des Hasler doesn't want to retire. Des is getting on. Des has recently coached, was his 500th game in New Zealand. I think it was. He's won 2 premierships. He's had ugly exits at Canterbury. He's had ugly exit at Manly, and a more, he's
had 2 ugly exits from Manly.
Yeah. What I want to say is he doesn't want to retire. You and me both well know that he's $1 billion to 1 about getting another NRL head coaching job. But what I did speak to him about was, and he would never ever apply for the New South Wales job while Laurie's there. But if it doesn't work out for Laurie next year, I think you'd find him putting his name in for the New South Wales job. Doesn't work out for Kevy, the Australian job. He just doesn't think he's finished. And I actually think for a guy his age, rep football might be
he needs to step away from the NRL.
Yeah.
Des, I love Des, but I have to say it feels like it's gone past him, Yeah. And his inability to unlock Fafita. I know that might sound a bit harsh.
No coach has unlocked Fafita, mate.
I know. Well, he's played some good football in the past.
Yeah, I tell you something
I just don't feel like Fafita. Dropping Fafita to Reggie's was going to be the answer.
No.
He's too much on your cap.
They should cut him loose, though, Webby. They've wasted too much money on him.
They either decide we keep him and persist with him, or we just cut our losses and get rid of him.
The thing with Fafita that interests me is that last year, Ivan Cleary, Ricky Stuart, and Trent Robinson all wanted him. So they don't all, 3 coaches of that stature don't, Now Wayne Bennett wants him. So there's something obviously there.
Oh, well, have you seen him play?
Yeah.
When he's on, he's incredible.
When he's on, he's probably the most destructive forward in the comp. But Webby, he has done absolutely nothing up there, I don't think, for a long period of time. Got to go. Desi's out. Josh Hannay, in my view, a great appointment. I look at character references. I've spoken to Fitzgibbon. Billy Slater talks him up. He's been assistant to those 2 guys. He's a Queenslander. I wish him well because I want to see the Titans do what the Suns have done and bang on the door to play finals.
Spoken and authorised by Phil Rothfield.
Yes.
Now,
Well, what you're not happy with what I said?
No, I zoned out actually.
Did you? Well, some of the
Stephen
shit
Crichton-
that comes out of your mouth, I often zone out, but I don't tell you I do.
All right, I wasn't going to be nasty, but
Yeah.
who's this?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this up. You said on this podcast that Des was going to retire, and I knew about it months ago. You said it on this very podcast.
I did. I did say that, and you've boxed me into a little corner here.
See? Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, Buzz. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
That was you heard it here first,
Yes.
right? I was told
Unless
he
it doesn't
bought.
happen.
No, well, hold on. You're holding me to ridicule here. I was told he'd bought land on the south coast of New South Wales near Ulladulla. He'd got a good architect in, and he was building a special place to retire. I was told that if it all went shit at the Titans, he would retire. That didn't turn out. That was a prediction, Webby. That was a prediction. You don't get them all right.
Good as gold. I tell you one you did get
Smarty
right.
pants.
I tell you what, the one you did get right, big fella.
What?
Stephen Crichton.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you setting agenda by getting the match review committee to backflip.
I don't know if I got it. Was so obvious,
bullshit.
Webby. It was so obvious.
You
saw the incident.
You are the most powerful man in
incident.
rugby league.
Did you see the incident?
I can't believe it was just a fine. He's trying to rip his head off.
It was an attack
That's like-
to an opponent's
It's like he was
head.
opening a stubby.
And you notice with Stephen Crichton, he doesn't do that to front rowers. He picks the little Pappenhausen out. And I thought it was a real cheap shot, you know?
It's a bulldog shot.
Yeah, well,
Do you see what I did there?
said in the show last night, I always look at readers' comments. They're all supporting the col.
Oh, I didn't look at the readers' comments.
But I think the NRL are going to revisit it anyway. I'm not going to take credit for that, Webby.
Well, but PVL, your mate PVL said it on the record. He said that
Well, I think it's
and
actually,
helped.
I think it's actually a good thing.
That they're listening to you.
No, that
That
the
they're
match review
obeying you.
committee is being held accountable for making a big mistake. Do you think it is good?
I think they've got to the right result, but I don't think it's a good look that they've reacted like they have.
Why?
Well, that opens
I
a
think
can
it's a
of
good
worms.
Look. Why has it opened a can of worms?
Well, when are they going to? Are they going to
in
jump
any
in on
other
that
area of
worn out?
business, if one of your departments makes a mistake, you tell them to go back and fix it and look at it.
Yeah, but this is rugby league, Buzz.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
it's a business.
That's not Harvey Norman.
No, I didn't say it was Harvey Norman. Katie Page would do the same thing. The great Katie Page, one of the great sponsors of rugby league.
We love Katie.
Women's rugby league. Come on board and sponsor us, Katie.
I quoted her in my column last week as well.
Did you?
You know what I loved? She was at a recent. This is a bit of a diversion. A recent business lunch in Auckland.
Yes.
With Kate. She's the commissioner. Kate Jones, the commissioner, former
Katie
Queensland
Jones,
sports minister, and Katie Page said, when we go to sponsor a club, particularly an NRL club or an AFL club, if they don't have a women's program, they get a black mark, and we don't sponsor them at all.
Yeah. No, she's massively.
How good's that?
Massively into women's sport. Great lady, great operator, really successful company.
We should get her on here.
We should actually.
We should get Katie Page. There we go.
We should. I did. She came with Football Australia to Russia, and we were in Moscow together watching a game, and I sat next to Katie, the Socceroos. And then she headed. She's so busy. She was opening new stores in Britain, so she flew out straight away.
She's in. I spoke to her the other week. She's just got back from Ireland, and she's a great woman.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of great people,
Yes.
our War Stories segment is going to be about the great late John Fordham.
Yeah.
Who, if you don't know, you must be living under a rock for 50 years. But the great Fordo was the player manager to the Stars, looked after the Johns boys. Yeah. He looked after Lawsy, Jones.
Yeah.
Who else? There's just a roll call.
It was a who's who of Sydney.
Of great media
Mark
and sporting
Taylor,
talent. Tubbs, of course. Ricky.
Ian Chappell. Yeah. Ricky.
He's
I just hope Nick Fordham doesn't get upset about this one. Nick, for those who don't know, is part of our team here at Off the Record. And our commercial guy. Great fella too.
In the commercial department.
Yeah, well, he is. He's,
Shout out to you, Nick.
Well, what else could I say? Or is he the brains? Is the managing director? What is it, Nick Fordham?
I think this whole podcast was his idea.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
I wouldn't say commercial guy. I'd say creator.
Yeah, I was very, very close, as you were, with John Fordham, Nick's dad. And he was a very, very handy contact for me because the names you've just spat out, he knew every movement of every person in this town, and he was terrific. So anyway, Ricky Stuart, Webby, this was 2005, 2006. It's 20 years ago. I'm just a little bit sketchy with the details, but I'll be able to tell the story anyway. So he managed Joey and he managed Ricky Stuart. Now, it was before an Origin or it was before the Kangaroos, and Ricky goes to John Fordham and says, I've got to get Joey back. He'd retired from rep footy. So Fordham said to him, why don't we go to Newcastle and have lunch? And we'll talk him into it. So anyway, just before they left, Fordham rang me and leaked me the story. He said, just be patient, but I'm taking Ricky to Newcastle. We're going to meet in a pub. We're going to have lunch. And trust me, Ricky's such a good talker. He'll get Joey to make a comeback, which was a massive, massive story at the time. But Fordham was a publicist as much as he was a manager. And he knew the gold to this story was the photo, picture of these three at the pub. So he said, have a camera ready near this pub at 1:45. And these were the early days of mobile phones, and we didn't have cameras on, from my record. So I sent a photographer there. And then I'm still back in Sydney. And then Fordo rings me from the urinal at the pub. True story. He had to get because he hadn't told Ricky and Joey that he was leaking it.
What a surprise.
So he goes to the toilet and I could hear the flushing, all these noise you hear in the lavatory, various different stuff. Yes. So he rings me and he said, okay, get your photographer in now. Just give me 2 minutes to get back to the table and get him in and you'll get the photo. So Fordo finishes his business and goes back to the table. Being the publicist and wanting publicity himself, he plonks himself in the middle of the table to make sure that, I couldn't get the phone. Just
how good.
Mate, it was all over the back page. Nearly world exclusive. Joey's back. The secret lunch at a Newcastle pub or cafe or wherever it was to where Ricky talked him into, guess he was ringing me, Brent Reed. He couldn't have heard that he was my champ.
Go away, Reedy.
But, mate, God, I love John Fordham.
Same.
I loved the man.
We had quite a few beverages with the great Fordo over the years, didn't we?
Yeah.
He's always great company.
And we
very
had disagreements too, mate.
Oh, we all had.
We had a billion.
Yeah.
Nick
but he moved on. He'd move on the next day.
Yeah, but Nick used to patch him up for me,
Did he?
Yeah. I used to do a list, and this was nearly my favourite part of my job. I used to do a list on Sydney feuds, and what I called it every Christmas was those who won't exchange Christmas cards. So before I could compile this list, I didn't know every feud in Sydney. So Fordo and myself would go to, is it Verde?
Down on Stanley
Darlinghurst,
Street.
around that area.
Down at Stanley Street.
We would have lunch there the first week of December, and we would go through every feud in Sydney. And he would, let me know. He'd give me some rippers, And I said, what about all the blues you've had, Fordo? No, don't put me in there.
Don't put me in there.
I said, you've had a few. What a great man, mate. Great man. And I'm so proud, and I say this sincerely, of what Ben has done on radio. just with the Fordham blood
Oh, absolutely.
and what Nick has done and their
Yeah.
sister. And the great Veronica's still doing well, and
One of the
very,
great,
very special family,
they
mate.
are one of the great Sydney families.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Got plenty
is it
of
right?
coin, don't they? Plenty of built an empire for it up there in Malala.
Exactly.
Hey?
Tell me whether I'm wrong here, Buzz, but Fordo used to be a journo
He was.
at the Newcastle Herald.
He was. I've got another war story I'll tell you another day about Ford. Don't drive me home across the Harbour Bridge
Oh, God.
before there were drink driving laws.
Oh, my God.
And when we left the journalist club at 4 a.m. together.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
We can't defame the dead.
Mate, he was a legend, I promise you. Anyway,
Okay.
there's the war story.
Very good, very good. Rest in peace, Fordo. We miss you greatly. Fearless forecasts.
You've caught me out here.
Well, we do have the same segment every week.
Well, I'm going to do a fearless forecast. The Dolphins are going to finish in 8th position on the ladder.
Ooh.
I think they'll win their last 2 games. They'll have a superior for and against to the Roosters and Manly. So Dolphins to make the top 8, bet responsibly. All right, Harry McNamara, bet responsibly, old mate.
Mine's actually a bit of a plug for Code Sports. So this weekend they're going to reveal their 100 richest players in the game, and with the new number 1, it's both NRL and AFL. The full list will be in News Corp mastheads.
New number 1.
Yeah, and codesports.com.au. The youngest. Who do you think the youngest member is of the rich? And this is in the NRL. The youngest member.
Tell you, it should be Ethan Strange.
Mm.
I'd have to be Galvin, wouldn't it?
No, it's Finu Fuiaki. Plays for the Dolphins.
Is he on that rich list?
He's on that rich list. And who do you think the oldest is?
Cherry Evans. No.
Your old mate, DCE.
Yeah, it'd have to be, yeah. Well, that's a really interesting list. So I wonder who the highest paid player is now, because for years they say there's a new highest paid player.
Yeah, there's a new number 1.
Ponga, Tino.
Would be Ponga, wouldn't it?
Well, Ponga was there last year, I think.
So who's gone past him?
Don't know.
Interesting. Get codesports.com.au or the Sunday papers in the News Corp network, and you'll find out. Buzz,
this was a good podcast.
It went all right in the end.
Give us.
Did you still fist bump?
Yeah, I did.
Thanks, Snoop.
Apart from your chump going wide in it, what I'm going to do, can you please go local next week?
Okay, just for you.
Thank you.
Good as gold.
And Ted Sim. We need to do better for breaking.
Ted Sim?
Or Sims. What's his name?
Teddy Swims. Ted Sims. Sounds like a plumber from down the road.
Oh, you got to do better.
Very good. Remember, you can follow us on socials, YouTube, Insta, Twitter, whatever.
See ya.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.